Hey everybody, welcome back to Black Arrow Gaming. I'm Bob, and we're here for another episode of my 6th Age of Wonders 3 Advanced Strategy series. I want to talk about a little bit of a change of plans in this episode. My plans, I've kind of reviewed some things and changed my mind about how I'm doing some things, and everything's kind of linked together. So hopefully, me explaining this will make sense. Um, let's first start with this quest up here. So I've got all these undead that this city wants me to kill. I was thinking about not taking them out and then just uh, buying the city as soon as I can, which I can't do anytime soon because gold is an issue. But the others suggested going ahead and accepting that quest, which I think I'm going to do in part because I can't buy it anyway. But Tarsak had a good point. Rot could be extremely helpful for this. My leader down here has access to Rot, but the problem is that it costs 20 mana. I would need 40 mana and 40 CP to do that, and right now I only have 30 casting points. So in order to be able to do that, I'm going to need to get Warfare 2 in order to be able to do that. But Tarsak also suggested that getting basic seafaring would be a good idea because my goblin down here could be able to get some of the gold loot pickups that are on the water. The way I see it, the city is the more important immediate concern. It's worth far more than just a one-time gold pickup because it's accumulated gold over time. So in my opinion, getting Warfare 2 to help get this quest completed earlier rather than later is probably the way to go. So I'm going to do that. We'll get advanced seafaring later. So that kind of solves this problem. I do still need to build some units to help because I still don't think 3 units on their own are gonna be able to cut it there. But that is something I can work on over the coming turns. Now, with regard to what's going on down here, down here. So I've got all these units that I was planning to go on the Vault of Knowledge with. I have changed my mind about that, mostly because of Doom Gaze and Petrifying Gaze. It is the petrifying ability on Doom Gaze. It is far too risky because I can only get 1 stack of 6 in there because of the Rock Cavern walls. And all it would take is a couple bad rolls. He freezes a couple important units. I could potentially lose everything I send at that structure. I'm not even sure if I can win that battle, much less win with no casualties. I could probably win the battle, but the losses I think would be far too severe right now. That being said, Arch Redbeard had a great point, that the Warlord gets Blood Brothers at level 7, which is correct. Blood Brothers is something I do get at level 7. The problem is that it costs 10 skill points, and Mogwai doesn't have any. So Mogwai actually needs to level up twice before he can use Blood Brothers. Fortunately for me, there are places to level up, one of which happens to be right by another Vault of Knowledge, which, fingers crossed, maybe won't have those monster guys on it. The Vault of Knowledge is across the river, but I have a builder right here who can actually build a bridge across that river, and who's probably going to need to do so anyway. So I'm going to send this builder back up, as well as all of these armies, and head out that way. And I'm going to get some experience from fighting this thing, which will stop units from spawning, possibly get experience from fighting over here or clearing this stuff, and then I'll build roads so they can just come back fairly quickly. I'm only going to have to send 1 stack back because that's all I can fit in here anyway, and then we'll clear that later. So that's the general plan right now. I know a lot kind of changed, but I think in the end, it may delay getting the upgraded Swarm Darters and a research boost, which would be really nice right now, but it is not worth risking that many units just to RNG on the Petrify effect. I've had it go wrong before, and I don't want to see that happen again, not this early in the series. That could be a huge setback. Let's see what else you guys had to say. Impregnable did have a correction from the last episode when I was terraforming tiles. I can actually show you guys that right now because there was a comment from Tarsak to remind me to terraform this tile right here. So what you can do is I can flood fields, which I need to do on this tile right now before I put a city on it. I needed to do that while it's still a fort. But you can actually, what I was told is dispel this. Impregnable said you could stop this by clicking on it. Now that landscaping pit. says I could raise it, but it doesn't actually do anything. Okay, well, maybe actually, you know, in the comments, if Impregnable could clarify how you exactly do that, that would be helpful. Because there is a raise button right there, but it won't let me click on it, and I would assume that would stop the landscaping. I don't know, maybe you can delete it? No, that doesn't do anything. So I'm not sure how to stop that, but theoretically there is a way that you can, so unless that's been changed. So you guys can just let me know in the comments if you know how to do that. Other comments, general consensus like I talked about, go ahead and accept the quest, so I'll do that in a second. I also missed the opportunity to leave goblins currently on the fort on the wetlands for extra healing. He's talking about this stack right here. This stack is already in a good position. In fact, these guys, let's see, that's wetlands right there, right? They can start heading back this way, and then I can move these guys here. And then everybody's on wetlands, so they will be able to heal. So good call out there. Wetlands foraging is just a mechanic that I'm completely not used to at all because I don't play goblins very much. So thinking about that in terms of healing, they're the only race that has a terrain-based healing effect as far as I know off the top of my head. And then final suggestion from Tarsak was to get Chaplain from my Theocrat since they have their own army now, which I will get as soon as I can, but that costs 3 and they only have 2 points right now. One last thing to mention was a comment from Impregnable with regard to what to do with my rogue hero. Basically suggested turning him to a spellcaster and using him in like kind of a support role. I think that's a good idea because rogues do have access to some pretty good spells. He had a good example. He said, imagine if I had a rogue giving Karzan Quick Dash and Shadow Form in my last series. That would have been incredible. So yeah, I will probably end up doing that with him. I don't see him being in a really heavy fighting role. He is an orc, so he can do some pretty good melee damage, but I'm probably going to use him largely for spells. Alright. That should be it for all the comments. Let me explore up here a little bit with this guy. I do remember saying that this was going to be a fantastic city. I need to be able to buy them as soon as possible. They can actually, on the next turn, I could negotiate with them. The problem is that that haunted boneyard right there is going to be an issue. So I'll have to deal with that as soon as I can. It's possible that's something the Rogues Army could help with. Maybe. We will see. For now, Scout can go there. This guy underground is stuck, I think. No, wait, they're at war with me. I had moved him into a position where I was hoping I could run him through all their territory. I'm actually thinking I probably can't. I think he may be stuck, because running in there is probably going to get him killed. How many tiles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically speaking, he should be safe there, I think. Can move him slowly. Yeah, he'll be okay here. So he can still get through. As long as I'm not in their borders, they'll be cool with it. There's the dwarf still being chased by lost souls. I think maybe ducking down this tunnel is a good idea. I think... How far are they from there? Oh, they probably came from there, so they're still quite close. I still think it's probably worth it to have the dwarf do some digging. There is a lot of dirt over here, and that's just free money, which I could really use right now. So hopefully the lost souls buzz off in a minute, so that I can dig out some of that with that dwarf. And these guys, I guess, can stay in the capital for now. City of Pests has a quest available. Tell me more about the quest. We will accept that, as we've already discussed. An alliance proposal is available for the Tigrans. I'll let that keep reminding me, but I don't have money for it right now. And that city grew in size. So, I am going to save mana right now, because I actually really do need a reserve of it. And we're not going to cast any spells going into the next turn. We got the one wetlands hex that we needed. So that city, I can convert that one later, just whenever it's convenient. I might do that in a couple turns, but the settler's still on its way down to make that city, so it's still going to be a minute. I am looking forward to having that extra gold income, and when the city gets there, I was thinking about it. This inn is actually going to be pretty nice with that extra happiness, considering how much lava is going to be in that city's borders. It's going to be very helpful. All right, here's another Lost Soul battle, so I'll spare you guys this one. We'll skip forward. Okay, you guys can buzz off. They'll probably attack me again next turn. Oh, and here's another one. Wonderful. Okay, here we go again. Okay, there's another one done and over with. There's a part of me that really wishes that I never realized or learned that I could run away from those guys. But now that I know it can be done, I have to do it every time because that's the smart thing to do. Oh, good news though. There is a gold pickup over here. Oh my gosh, are you serious? I thought that was a pile of gold. That's a bunch of firstborns. Okay. Awesome. Never mind, that's a bunch of firstborns on a merchant guild or whatever that thing is. So I probably get to fight those Lost Souls again on the next turn. That's gonna be fun. Alright, shrine is done. Want to think things that could kill undead. Unfortunately, the butchers aren't as useful as they normally would be on account of the fact that they can't lifesteal from the undead. So I kind of want to look at this. They do still have more health and equivalent defense, a little less resistant. The wargs can charge though, which is kind of nice. The butchers can't, but the butchers have first strike. It would be very nice against the infantry. I think I'm going to grab another butcher. Should probably be saving money right now. But I think I want another butcher. Just to increase the size of that army a bit. I'll probably get another butcher and another warg, to be honest. But I also want to buy vassals. How long is it going to be? You know, it's going to be a little while before I can do that battle anyway. So let me think about this for a second. How much money does it cost to buy their favor? 458 gold? The sooner I can do this, the better, but I've got to level up Mogwai twice to get rot. I don't think this army can wait on Mogwai. That every turn I'm not getting that city is taking time. I think they're just going to have to go for it. I think I'm just going to have to build up some units, and if I lose some, that's fine. Hopefully I'll get a big beetle out of it. I'm just going to do that. I'm going to get that. We'll get another Warg Rider. And then maybe for good measure, like a Swarm Darter, just so I have something. I think I could probably do this with 5 units and be okay. These guys aren't, like, super great. The Swarm Darter won't help against them. But, yeah, I almost wonder if it'd be worth summoning some militia just to have untouchables to throw at them and die. It would help me get that done a little faster. I might do that. But yeah, this army has got too much stuff they gotta do. And it's gonna take too long to get... Oh wait, no, sorry, I'm thinking of Mogwai's getting upgrades. No, they only need 2 more turns to get Warfare. You guys are probably so confused right now, that's because I'm confused. Mogwai's ability to cast Rot is not depending on him leveling up. That's dependent on me getting Warfare 2 research, so that is something that they can wait for. Just a couple more turns. Maybe... if I'm really lucky. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it there in time, though. I was kind of hoping that I could get across the water and clear that Vault of Knowledge in a more timely manner, but don't think that's going to happen. Alright, well, they can at least head down there and get two stacks on 1 stack to clear that. By the time they get there, everybody should be all fixed up. You should probably go further south, I think. Possibly might have him go up here and get on the water, but I'm more interested in what's on the land right now, because this is all space that I may potentially need to colonize. So I think I'll have him keep going south. I didn't want to dig through that with him, but I can dig up most of the rest of this. That looks good. I think I'm just going to have that guy tunnel around there because I need gold so badly right now. Just having some people digging wouldn't be a bad idea, I don't think. Same thing with this builder here. We'll have him keep digging. And he can get the haste berries and just carry on digging. I think we'll have him just start clearing out all this. Any amount of gold I can get is well worth it as far as I'm concerned right now. See, I just got a good portion of the gold back just from digging that I spent to get that butcher. Alright, I want this guy to go more west. I'm starting to get a little nervous that I might run into the enemies, but I can't hide forever, and I am underground, so I just have to hope that I can kind of dodge anything that spawned in this Eldritch pit here. And you really just have to hope to get lucky with that stuff. It's not really like it's easily predictable. Can you make it? You just can't quite make it to the city to the fort on that turn, but that's okay. You'll get there soon enough. All right, you should also dig. Please dig. Everyone dig. And preferably get further away from those lost souls, although I'm pretty sure he's still in range, which is a nuisance. I think I might actually dig down and then around and leave like a wall between me and them, because once I get out of their range, they may go somewhere else and not bother me. All right, this guy down here, I want to get him out of this area as quickly as possible. I do want to get advanced seafaring and pick that up, but it's just not a possibility for me right now. And hanging out down here is too risky with that structure there. I'll be able to pick that up with something else later, because I'll most likely have a city in this area, so it'll just be future gold. And you guys can talk, but can't accept them as a vassal yet. I'm thinking about taking them first, though. I think that city is really probably more important than the Tigran one. Where does that cave entrance go? That one goes down quite close to this city. I think this orc city up here is more strategically important. But I do still need 220 gold for that. Which I think I might be able to get on the next turn if I keep having everybody dig. For now, I do want to save mana. There's not a reason to cast Authority of the Sword on anything. Not like I really have mana to even do that anyway. So we'll just move on to the next turn. I do have to remember during these battles that experience on Mogwai is top priority. Because he's got to get those 2 levels for Blood Brothers. But once he does have Blood Brothers, everybody in his army gets Spirit Protection, and then this nasty little thing, Doomgaze, cannot affect or it cannot petrify any units in an army that has Blood Brothers. On top of that, it would make it... Oh gosh, okay. Let's do manual, but on top of that, Blood Brothers does also... allow me to clear things that have wraiths in them, basically, much easier. So that's something that I'll be able to look forward to. Okay, there's another one done, and oh, this one is not Lost Souls. This guy's dead. I'm just gonna auto that, save everybody some time. You can't run away from units with range attacks. I've tried it many times, it never works, so... At least I'll have this scout up here, and he's going to go pretty much straight south. In fact, I'll do that right now. That city doesn't like me so much, so I think... Oh, come on! Lost Souls. Buzz off. Oh, he does have Mountaineering, so I can kind of shortcut across there. They will probably still attack me anyway, though. Okay, so you are still doing fine up here. Please dig all the dirt. I need money. See, they're getting 4, sometimes... I guess the amount you get is random. It seems to vary between 3 to 5. It's like, this one is 4, 5. Yeah, it must just be kind of RNG to some extent. Anyway, every little bit's better than nothing, so I'll take it. I have those dwarves down here. I'm going to go ahead and dig with them now, too. They are being chased by those Lost Souls, but I'm going to go far enough away that hopefully won't matter. I do need to meet the city. hello. Negotiate. Okay, we'll accept peace. That's fine. And wow, that is just a lot. I think I'm just gonna have this guy dig through and around here. I might be able to even tunnel through to a nice location somewhere with a new good city places. So yeah, that dwarf's just gonna dig for a while. Now I'm about all the way up at 179 gold. So getting close. I think I'll have that warg done on the next turn, and then once it's finished, I think this whole group, I think I'm gonna take just these 5. Because these are all tier 2 units, plus a hero. I should be fine against a bunch of tier 1s. I really think I'll be okay, so... once the warg is done, we'll go do that. And even if I lose one of those units, it's still going to be worth trading for a big beetle. But I don't want to delay that city any more than I absolutely have to. And you know what? Now that I think of it, with Rot helping me out, I bet these guys could take it. I'm going to make one more warg anyway. But if I move them there, then they'll probably attack me. I need to be sure about this. I can't risk losing that guy. I'm gonna play it safe. We're gonna give it one extra turn. Just one more turn. And we'll stick to the plan, we'll play it safe. It's not the fastest way to do things, but it is the most reliable. Treasure chest that I can't pick up, unfortunately. But good news is another Lich Castle. It's always nice to know where those are. And crap, Lost Souls. How far did you guys come from? It could be anything over here that I haven't found yet. Oh, this messes stuff up. I wasn't expecting a group of Lost Souls to come up from this direction. That screws everything up. Alright, well, let's let Mogwai's army see what's in here. Maybe they can take it themselves. Probably. There's a lot of apprentices in that one. I do want to make a road. I probably should have built the road first, actually. I'm thinking I'm gonna have the road go across so that I got like the defensive point. Oh, there's a bridge down there already. Maybe it would be better to have it like up here. But also being able to cross the river on this turn would also be incredibly useful. Can I do that though? I think it may take more movement than the builder has to be able to do that on this turn. Yeah. Cannot build a road to the target location. Okay. Oh, I need advanced seafaring before I can even build roads. Okay. And there goes my phone. I need advanced seafaring before I even can build roads. So that's not even a possibility right now. But going down and around still is. I'm going to send just the Theocrat back there. He can handle those Lost Souls by himself if they, on the off chance that they can reach that city. But I am not delaying building this city. I put too much work into this. So we'll send him back, and then Mogwai can have the rest of the units to help him out. And we'll probably go after those guys there. I think I probably need to clear out a lot of that stuff. It's just kind of annoying that the Theocrat can't be there to help. But I don't know if these guys may have come from a camp that might be in here. It seems to me like they may have come from this boneyard, which would mean they're probably too far away to take the city, but it's not a chance that I'm willing to take, so you go stand there. And then he can just Spirit Ray them to death if they want to get aggressive. which I hope they do now. I don't want them to just run away, because that'd be even more annoying. But it also might be a sign that they can't actually reach the city. I think for the other bridge, it probably will go up there, so I'll probably build the road around that way too. But until I know for sure, I'm going to leave them there. And we're going to go after this spider den with Mogwai and all his friends and hopefully get him some easy kills. Alright, I'll move him onto the tile itself, because they'll probably drop an item. Maybe something I could even sell to get enough money to buy a city earlier rather than later. We'll see, but manual combat it is, and it's time to start stacking some XP on Mogwai. We need that Blood Brothers, and we need it. We need it pretty soon. Okay, so one spider that can phase, the rest are dreads. I wish my druid was here because I'd love to pick up some of those dread spiders. I really like them, but she is not here, and also there is no way for me to get between. Crap, there's. Oh, my armies are split up. Okay, Mogwai can at least support with archer and arrow fire from across this chasm. At least they didn't charge one group right away. But if a bunch of these guys get webbed, I'm going to be in trouble. So basically, I need to get them all as close as possible. I'm okay with him trying to web that unit, actually. Want to get them all as close as possible to each other. And I should have charged the Worgen before the butchers, but it's okay. Alright. A lot of my infantry over here are just going to be completely useless, which is very, very annoying. Alright, I want to leave my spider back so I have a chance to web if that's what the way they're going to play it. You stay there. You stay there. And can you weaken anything? No. Nobody can. Okay. That is just so dang annoying. Okay, well, it's not the guy I wanted them to web, but okay. I'm at least glad they split up. I can get this guy kind of on the way around. Problem is that I don't have a way to kill that Spider Queen right now, and she's just gonna absolutely feast on that butcher. I can weaken it, possibly. I could probably weaken it with this guy, and then blight damage it with the other one, and then maybe kill it. But he's webbed for 2 turns now. I can't steal enchantment because it's not considered an enchantment by the game. If I can get a little lucky, maybe I can web their Dread Spider Queen, which would be extremely helpful, and I would be out of range of the other one. At the very least... Oh wait, I've still got phase. I've got phase on this one. That may be what I need. I might need that phase. Okay. We can... I'm gonna move here and go after the Dread Spider Baby, I think. Now, they could easily finish that off, but I may need it for something else. Now, phase will get that spider to that tile right next to the other one, I think, because these are invalid. Okay, so he's close enough to jump over there and help out if he needs to. These guys, I kind of want to just use up his action points. I'm sure he's going to try to web, so I think what I'm going to do is move one, move these guys here, and then see if... No, they're not going to have enough range to really help substantially. I think that from here, maybe they can at least finish off that Dread Spider. I think I have pretty good odds of doing that. That would allow... No, that doesn't really help me at all either. This is confusing. I'm like pretty sure... I'm just worried about that other spider coming up and killing my spider if I teleport mine over there. If they kill that one, that leaves him able to move, but it's not really a lot he can do. And then if I use... Part of the reason I wanted to kill that one is so I could move these guys so that they could... Maybe they'll just take the bite, I don't know. I wanted to be able to move those guys. Mogwai needs to be able to shoot at that spider on this turn. So he can't cast spells. If I was to move this guy, he can move 3 more spaces. So the weakening effect would go 1, 2, 3. So regardless, he can't weaken this spider anyway, which means there's really nothing better for him to do aside from finishing off. Actually, here's what he can do. I'm going to weaken that spider. I'm going to move 1 space closer, then I'm weaken that spider. I can then charge it. It will retaliate, but I should be okay because none of their other stuff can phase anymore. Yeah, it's going to bite twice, but I should be able to handle those hits. A max of 16 damage. He has 35 health. So I think what I'm going to have to do is finish him off with those guys. Spider is still probably going to have to stick to the web plan. And if that web fails, that's going to really suck. Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to kill that Hunter Spider Queen otherwise. This is just extremely inconvenient with how this battlefield was set up. Alright, well, there's really nothing for him to do other than start running around, along with everybody else. The target cannot be affected. I can weaken it, though, which would make the web more likely to succeed. And even if it fails, having the spider there may still... But then I risk my spider. And is that worth it? I don't know. Maybe I just put the spider on defense. I'm not sure. Maybe Mogwai's got a spell that would be helpful here. Well, the spell doesn't work for that. Vengeful Frost is, you know, useful, but I can actually do more damage just with his bow. So we can lower morale. It does lower morale, so it does give a chance for fumbling. It's about the best I can do. Gives me barely a little bit more archer damage. Alright, I think this guy's at least got poison immunity. So it's not like the spiders are going to damage him a lot if he stays on defense. That spider can kill that butcher if it high rolls. And he's got a chance to inflict enfeebling fever, which would make it do even more damage. The only thing I can do here to potentially help myself out is teleport to that spot and see what the... Okay, so now we've got that web chance. But if that fails, then I leave this spider with his guard down to get munched by the other spiders. Of course, he can only hit twice for 7 to 11 damage. It'd be a little more on a flank attack. And it would leave this one with 2, which would be 7 to 11 damage. I'd probably have to high roll. I think I'm gonna go for that web. Okay, I got it. Then now I'm fine. That leaves Mogwai free to shoot at this idiot. Possibly, yeah. Now we'll go after the one that I can damage more. Okay, this turned out to be a lot more difficult than I anticipated. Okay, good. The warg did survive. Which means these butchers can run around here and stab him in the back. Take a little lifesteal off that. They can finish him off. And I wasn't really able to focus on Mogwai's XP gain for this one, but I think that's okay. I actually... You know what? I can leave that spider there and maybe soften the other one up may be able to actually... Do you have weakening again? No, they both used it on the last one. I want to weaken that spider and try to let Mogwai get 2 kills here at least. So, finish this guy off. If I leave that spider on defense, then I can weaken the other one on the next turn and hopefully let Mogwai get a nice hit in on him. That'll do 14 to 20 damage. Unlikely I would finish it off. You know what? This'll work. Alright. I think I'm in good shape here. Mogwai needs that XP, but getting through the battle without losing anyone is more important. Okay. That is fine. Now I just need to find a way for Mogwai to get this kill. Which, from this angle, he probably can't, but from this angle, I think he can. Yeah, that's more of a direct line bow shot. So I just need to weaken him. Those guys aren't doing so good. I just need to weaken him with any of these guys, really. So, let's move up, weaken. I don't think there's anything I can steal from anyone. Sucks not having the Theocrat here. But that's the best I can do. Okay. Then Mogwai gets the killing blow. Alright, well that at least takes one spawning camp out of commission. Wooden Shield of Faith, I would take that right now. And Cure Disease, sure. I don't know, I want to sell this for gold actually. It's honestly a fairly crappy shield, but Mogwai doesn't have one yet, so it would be useful on him. I think I will, since I'm digging a lot, I think I'll take the money and take the shield. Mogwai could use it, especially if he's operating over here on his own. He's a goblin, so he can always use defense and resistance. That is not really worth much, but I can always sell it later. Cure Disease doesn't really help goblins out that much, but I did want that shield. Okay, you guys... Army requires your orders. How's Mogwai's XP doing now? He's better. That battle did still help, just not as much as I wanted it to. Hard to micromanage in situations like that. I think these guys can... they can't quite reach. Okay. I need whoever's that injured guy who's really badly injured, he needs to be with Mogwai over this course of this next turn, so you go with them. And then that one can drop. Whoops, I meant to put them on the road. Alright. They're good. And then clearing all this stuff isn't bad because I can get a fort up over here pretty soon. Now that I know the road is there, I think for now I'm just going to have him go down this way, but I probably will eventually build a bridge across. I just don't know exactly where I want to put it yet. So I think for now I'll have him go down and around, and then maybe I can put a fort like... Well, we have to explore. I gotta explore and see what else is there first, so we'll stop building the road there for now, and I'll just have the builder follow along and support as needed. This guy can continue going west. There's a whole lot of nothing over here right now. Okay. Army requires your orders. You guys are on hold for one more turn. And actually, they can start moving down that way now. Because the warg's faster, he'll be able to kind of catch up compared to the butchers. I think, how far can they move? I think getting down here would be fine. And that's it. Still gonna let mana pile up. Might be able to terraform a couple tiles, maybe, from my new city. Since that's being built on this turn, that's probably not a bad idea to do. At least do a little bit. I just need to not overdo it, because I gotta remember that in a couple turns I'm gonna need all that casting point for Rot, because that warfare is almost done. So I think maybe just 2 flood fields would be sufficient for now. Put one here. And maybe one here. And that leaves me with 53. I could do another one. I am making mana. And that's all I'm gonna do for now, I think. There's 2 more spaces I can get. I'll probably get them next turn. I just want to leave a little extra mana on hand in case I need it for battles as well. Okay, yes, I know alliance proposals. That's wonderful. Cannot pay for that right now, but on the next turn I should be able to. Although I gotta remember, I'm gonna need gold to buy that city underground first, so maybe I make sure I have enough for that first. I'm making money pretty quickly. I'm just spending it just as fast. But I guess I don't mind doing this quest because I couldn't have, even if I declined the quest, I would have just been sitting around unable to buy this city anyway, so picking it up and doing it is probably still worth it. Plus, having another big beetle is going to be nice. This is all slowing down my progress of getting my druid back, though. Well, he's toast, because the animals found him. So, abort, or auto-combat that. Unfortunately, this guy is not toast, so I'll be back in a minute. Alright, hopefully I'm counting right. That should have been the 4th Lost Soul battle, so hopefully I'm remembering to edit all these out. Domain invasion. Okay, those guys did turn around. I bet I am out of their range. Okay. Not surprising. Oh wait, no, they're right there. Well, hey guys. Here's a Lost Soul battle we'll leave on screen. It says probable defeat, but that's stupid. Oh good, I think they came to the perfect position for me to be able to just annihilate one of them right off the bat. Now, unfortunately, they do come back, which is annoying. But I think I can still manage this. He does still have Sacred Arms. Can I use Touch by Faith on? No, I can't do that. Can I use Bestow Iron Heart on myself? That might be worth doing, because it gives me defense and resistance. And I'm not going to be able to do it once these guys reach me. So I probably should do that now. Move here. Bestow Iron Heart on myself just for that extra little bit of resistance. In fact, I think it gives Strong Will too, so actually that negates damage of like half of their attack. Yeah. So I'm 100% Spirit Immune, which is half of their attack. Yep, okay. Alright, and then what I can do is move here, leave myself facing the one that's going to hit me, and kill for good that one. And the other 2 I can just go on defense and kind of annihilate. Get out of here. I wish I knew where they came from. But now you are needed back over here. Hopefully that was all of them for a little while at least, until I can get the rest of my army back over there. I could probably send somebody off by themselves to scout. Wait, where did these guys all come from? It's like stragglers and leftovers. I'm gonna have to do something about them. Let's see. This army is probably capable of dealing with them, but I'm going to bring in... Well, we don't really need that Marauder in on this. Mogwai, the big beetle, they can come back. That's enough. And we'll take the Warg that has 36 movement and get us a couple more kills. This is still good for me because it's experience for Mogwai, which is important. Alright, you can't teleport, you can't teleport. Where's the other spider? Can he... Oh, did it only bring in these 2? It didn't bring in the other one. I guess I have to attack the stack directly. Okay, well, I'll do that on the next turn. Anyway, we'll let them come running right into, well, everything. See how they handle it. Oh, there you are, you sneaky little... Okay. I thought he was in. I thought I saw him in the battle preview. Glad he didn't succeed in webbing anything. Alright, now, ideally, Mogwai needs kills. That spider is being harassed by a unit that has first strike, so it will not move or do anything until it can web again. Which means this guy can try to go help web something else. The problem is that spider is... Well, Mogwai could actually just go toe-to-toe with that spider and do pretty well. I think that's what I'm going to do. This guy's stuck where he's at, so I can move him out of the way and then maybe use him to web something in a minute. Mogwai can just fight this thing, and that'll give him more XP than just shooting at it and killing it. It'll also use up all of its movement points. I probably should have weakened it first, but that's okay. Mogwai did just get a level. I'm going to try to get him another one. And you guys can just take those hits. I'm still going to weaken him. You take those hits for your leader. Then I'm going to try to web that one with this spider, I think. Oh, those guys bled to death. Dang it. Okay. Ha. Frustrating. Waste of XP. Okay, well at least they're webbed, so Mogwai can finish this thing off. Should be able to. 24% chance for severely poisoned, which I have not gotten yet. I should be fine. Okay. Good job, Mogwai. That's a lot of good XP. Excellent work. Yeah, you can weaken this one. Move this guy around to the other side, and then have Mogwai come charging in for another kill. Okay. The more XP for Mogwai, the better things are. Now, if I could end everybody's turn on a wetlands, that would be great, but I don't see anybody nearby, so... Regardless, that clears the path for my builder to get down in here, so I'm gonna kind of scout things out. I do want to get that sage hut, but I think I'm gonna wait for the Theocrat to get over here so I can try to convert one of those knights. So Mogwai can go back with his previous group that he was leading. We'll give him the spider and the big beetle. Leave one of the butchers back with the other group. I feel like I kind of need to babysit that spider with a unit that can heal it. Although anybody that took damage should actually be with him, so I guess that would include the warg as well. So some setup kind of... Oh, wait, that warg's even more damaged. Okay, we're going to have to drop another butcher out of the group. Keep the units with him that need the healing the most. I think I might be able to take this structure, but I'm going to wait until the next turn to attempt it. I really wish my goblins were standing on wetlands, because I could definitely use the healing, but it is not the case right now. And then this builder can kind of hang out here as I think about where I want to put the city. I'm thinking right here might be kind of nice. Build a fort there, and then it could get the Sphinx Temple and reach this. And actually, I want to try to get it in range. That's what I should do. Try to get it in range of both that dungeon and this structure. I'm just going to put it more like... How far apart are those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, about 15 spaces apart. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this would be a good spot, actually. The city would take a little longer to grow to reach this stuff over here, but that would be a nice spot defended on my side of the river. And I just moved my... Yep. I wouldn't, you know what? I just moved my builder right past it, but I can turn him around. That would be a nice spot, and then I could just build a road straight across. In fact, on the next turn I'll do this battle, and then the builder can build the road from there. I should be able to handle just a bunch of mages. Although, what's the enchantment on these things? Whatever it is, I think it's like static electricity, so it's not going to really matter for these guys as much. Aside from the fact that most of my units are melee, but I think I can handle them. Alright, Warfare 3 is not needed. I want Seafaring next. Peston offers a tribute. Ooh, nice, okay. A small army or 96 mana? I think I want the small army. That might allow me to deal with these undead. Hey, a couple untouchables. Okay, that pretty much solves all my problems down here. Naturally, I am one turn away. Oh, that's okay, because this guy needs to catch up anyway. But now I actually have a decent army up here, and these guys should attack me on the next turn, and then I can buy the city. So we'll hold off on buying any cities for just a bit longer. I almost spent Mogwai's points, thought better of it. So production for Valp. Okay, what should my capital do now? Probably, if I'm making 117 gold per turn, you know what? Merchandise. I want to be able to buy 2 cities on the next turn, ideally. With rewards gained from battle, I might be able to do that. Plus, I've got people digging, so I think I might be able to get this city and the Orc City above, at least as a vassal. I can't really do much with that Orc City above until I clear the Haunted Boneyard that's near it. And then there's also the Tigrans over there who keep wanting to talk, so... Yeah, that is a tempting offer right now, my friends, but well, it will add to income, though. It'll add 18 gold income per turn. And I can't get the other one on this turn. So yeah, I think I am going to take this. Take that vassal now. That adds a little bit of income. Gets them under my control. And I think I can make enough money on this next turn that I should be okay. Plus I've got this city now, which is going to... Well, it can grow in 7 turns. I'm going to probably have it build housing to grow in 5. Actually, on this specific turn, I want to make sure I've got enough merchandise. So I'm going to have it do gold for now. Alright, please don't get caught by anything that has a range attack. That would be great. Thank you. And there's Lost Souls, but there's a pile of gold right there. So as long as they don't die on this turn, I'll be able to pick that gold up, and that'll definitely secure my ability to get that city. So this should be under my control on the next turn. Plus, I've still got diggers. I forgot. They haven't actually dug yet on this turn. I am going to leave, like, I don't know, one dirt wall up here. I don't want to tunnel all the way through that just for, like, security reasons. And then he's got more he can dig out. As does the dwarf. All right. I think I'm just gonna leave like a thin little wall down here and decide whether to tunnel through it later once I know more about the area. I don't mind having these guys doing more digging right now rather than exploring, because I already have a couple good places that I know I want to get cities. This one is a pretty big deal right here. So I'm going to have to look a little more carefully at exactly where I want the city to go. I'm thinking this tile here is probably preferable, but I would also like to get some more income structures in it earlier rather than later. Then again, I'm goblins, so the city can grow pretty fast. So I'm probably leaning towards this tile. If you guys think you've seen a better spot, let me know. Aside from that, I think that's going to need to be it for this episode. I need to wrap this one up. Let me go ahead and finish moving all my units so I can get to like the end of my turn. This guy here is going to follow the road because that's more likely to lead to cities or to complete dead ends surrounded by lava and rock walls. Okay, so that was good. At least I know what way not to go. Mogwai's going to have to end his turn there. He might... Yeah, the most important thing for me to clear is this. So I'm going to have to have him end his turn there. And then I should be able to build the road once I can clear that on the next turn. So if I've got this all planned out right, this should work. One last thing I can do before I forget is to flood fields, which I can do to 2 more tiles here to help that city grow a little faster and be a little happier. And that is about it. Yep, I think that's going to be it for this episode, guys. So once again, I thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed that episode. Let me know your thoughts and comments, suggestions, or ways I can improve my gameplay, as always. And yeah, just do a quick overview, make sure I didn't miss something. But I think I look good. I think this is looking good. I don't know if I look good, but I think this looks good. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'm going to get off before I put my foot any deeper into my mouth. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. Shout out to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Blitz, Braden, Adam James, Jim Bro, Tarsak, and Tibian Army. Thanks so much, everybody.